Hi, I'm John from John Talk Sports, and these are my predictions for UFC 328 Chimaev vs. Strickland. We're going to start with the early prelims and then make our way up to the main event. First fight we got is Jose Ochoa versus Clayton Carpenter. I think Ochoa is going to get this one done because he's very threatening on the feet and he's pretty good on the ground. And I think that it's just going to be a striking battle to a decision. And the next fight we have Baisanger Susarkayev versus Jordan Santos. And I think Susarkayev's just going to do what he does ever since landing on Contender Series, and he's just going to knock people out. I think he's going to knock out Jordan Santos in like the second round. Next fight, we got Pat Sabatini versus William Gomi. I think for this one, I'm going to take William Gomi. He's pretty good on the feet, got mostly decision wins in the UFC. I'm going to take him. He's younger, and I feel like there's more on the line for him than Sabatini, really. And next fight, we got Roman Kopylov versus Marco Tulio. Like, Kopylov used to be pretty good, but he's gone down, lost a lot. I think Tulio is going to win it. Like, yeah, he's not even. Like, Tulio's the favorite. I think Tulio's going to win it. The next fight is Jim Miller versus Jared Gordon. And, ladies and gentlemen, I have a friend of mine, friend of the show. His name is Schultze. He does all my graphics and stuff. And we're going to have his insight on this Jim Miller fight.
Sup, you pigeons. It's Schultze. Jim Miller. Jim Miller, the GOAT, going to win by guillotine choke. He's going to choke out Gordon. I know Gordon's only lost by sub once, but whatever. Jim Miller's the GOAT. Hammer it, guillotine choke. This is an unk fest. This is just going to be unk versus unk. And I'm telling you, Jim Miller by guillotine, hammer it.
Thanks, Schultze. Yeah, as you said earlier, it's going to be an unk fest. Miller versus Gordon. You can never doubt Jim Miller. But I don't think it's going to be by sub. I truly think that it's going to be Jim Miller by decision. I still think Jim's going to win. It's going to be oldie fest, and we'll see what happens. The next fight we got is Grant Dawson versus Mateusz Rebecki. This is going to be an interesting fight. We got a wrestler versus a guy who grapples, but he also is pretty good at striking. But I'm going to take the wrestler. I'm taking Grant Dawson. I think he's going to wrestle his way to a decision here. In this matchup, we got Yoel Alvarez, who's a Brazilian Jiu Jitsu guy, and then we have Yaroslav Amosov, who's more of a Sambo guy. Look at his record 29-1. He has a lot of experience. I think he's only like a year older than Yoel Alvarez. And yeah, this guy's just been really good. I'm taking Yaroslav. He's got the better record, and he's just more versatile. It seems like he can get it done by knockout or submission or decision. He's got just a lot of versatility. He could strike, he could wrestle, and that's why I'm taking Yaroslav. In this matchup, we got two strikers going at it, Gauthier and Diaz. I think Gauthier is going to win. He's going to continue his dominance. He's 8-0, like, by knockout, and he has 2 wins by decision. And I think he's just going to knock out Ozzy in like the third round. Yeah, that's what I think. And the next one, we got King Green versus Jeremy Stevens. It's another Unk Fest, and it's going to be another little point boxing strike fest. And I think that King Green is going to win by decision. And then the next fight, we got Sean Brady versus Joaquin Buckley. I just think that Sean Brady has one thing to do in this fight. I think he's going to do it, and I think he's going to win. He has to grapple. He has to use his jiu-jitsu. Because the last fight that he was in, He did not use any of his ground game, and he got knocked out by Michael Morales. So I truly think if Sean Brady wants a shot in this fight, he needs to grapple, and I think that's what he's going to do. I sense a Sean Brady round 2 submission. Next fight, we got Waldo Cortez Acosta versus Alexander Volkov. I think it's going to be Waldo, even though in Waldo's last fight against Derek, Derek sort of like it looked like he sat down and laid down and just gave up. But I think that Waldo and Volkov is going to be a nice heavyweight strike fest, and it's going to be awesome. So I say Waldo by decision. Next fight, we got my favorite fight of the night: Josh Van Tatsuro Taira. We got a guy who's like a submission artist, and then we got a guy who's lethal on the feet. I think Joshua Van's going to win this one. I think that he's going to win it by decision. I feel like he's just going to tire Tatsuro Taira out, and he's going to keep it on the feet as long as he can because Josh Van has some ground game. So I think that he has enough to get by. And the next fight, the main event of the evening, Hamzat Chimaev, Sean Strickland. I really hope that Sean Strickland wins this. I really hope so. But personally, I think it's going to be Hamzat. And I don't think it's going to be by grapple fest like it was against DDP because Sean Strickland, I feel like when he gets taken down, he's going to be able to get up. But Chimaev also had that fight a little bit ago against Gilbert Burns where it was just an absolute war on the feet. I think that's what we're going to get here. And I think that Hamzat's striking offense is going to be able to keep up. Also, we have another prediction from my main man, Schultze.
I'm back, you pigeons. Okay, we're talking main event Hamzat versus Strickland. Now, I know everyone's saying Hamzat. Everybody's here, Hamzat, Hamzat, Hamzat. I'd like to remind the world, well, actually, I guess I'd like to tell the world, because most of you don't know. I predicted Strickland versus Izzy. I predicted Strickland by decision. And I'm going to tell you what, give me Strickland by knockout, round 4. I'm telling you, man. I know you guys are doubting me. You're looking at me like I'm nuts. I predicted the Izzy fight, and I'm going to tell you, Strickland's going to get up. He's not going to get held down like Drickus. He's going to get back up every time. He's going to knock him out round 4. Hammer it. Hammer it down. Go put some money on it.
And that's a wrap on our UFC 328 predictions. Thank you for watching, and hopefully, I got my predictions right.